It's definitely a big thing, in my opinion, one of the biggest amateur events to make in the country. So for me to make something like that, it's just a great feeling. I don't even know how to explain it. But it was a long day. I mean, coming up to that day, I really wasn't playing my best. So I really just had to tough it out. I mean, it was a long day, long walk, very hilly, 36 holes. So I just had to tough it out, grind it out, and eventually I played good enough to get into the playoff, and I succeeded in the playoff, and that's kind of how I'm here now.
Talk about the playoff round. Take us through that. How you were able to come through there.
Yeah, that was a fun one. I was in the playoff with one of my buddies that I used to play with in some high school tournaments and some of the other AJGA tournaments, Ethan Wall, and so we were both not playing that good in the playoff, but we both kept making pars and we both made bogey in the first hole. So then we got to the fifth hole and he had a 5-foot putt for par and I had a 2-foot putt for par. And he just missed his and I made mine, and then I got through the playoff.
All right, talk about the next, when the U.S. Amateurs is, where is it? What your strategy going for that?
It's the 11th to the 17th of August, and it's at Atlanta Athletic Club. And for that, I mean, you got to be playing good. You have to make you have to play 36 holes, and then there's a cut, and then the cut brings you into the top 64 for match play. And it's actually pretty cool. If you make the top 64, you actually get on Golf Channel, and they video it and stuff. So I mean, that's really my goal. And hopefully, if I break through and get into the match play, and then I'll be on Golf Channel. It'll be pretty cool, and hopefully I can go pretty far in the match play. But for practicing, I mean, I just gotta work on everything. I mean, you have to be sharp in every aspect of your game. You got to be able to chip good, putt good. You know, you got to be hitting the ball in the fairway. So, really got a lot of work to do before the tournament.
You talk about different aspects of your game. What are the best aspects of your game right now, you feel?
I definitely think that putting is saving me a lot. I think chipping is probably on the lower spectrum of my game right now, and I think that's definitely the biggest thing I have to work on. My iron play has been pretty decent lately, so I think that's definitely up there with my putting. So getting my drives in the fairway and getting my chips close to the hole is really what I need to work on.
You're transferring to Seton Hall. Tell us, from Adelphi to Seton Hall, tell us why you made that move, Ryan.
Yeah, I think for me personally, I think I needed to challenge myself more, and for me to challenge myself more pushes me harder. So I think that I could play at the Division I level, so I looked out and I found my friend Corey goes to Seton Hall, so we talked about it, and I talked to the coach, and it seemed to be a good fit for me. So I talked to the coach, and we worked everything out, and now I'm going.
Tell us about joining Corey Wilson on the team. That's going to be a good thing for you.
Yeah, I think one of the things for me about leaving Adelphi was kind of losing that brotherhood that we've built. But knowing that Corey goes there and that we have a pretty good relationship, we'll be able to definitely get closer, and it'll be kind of easier to switch schools and already have a bond with a couple of the kids on the team. And I think that'll definitely help me with building morale with the whole team and getting to know everyone better.
Talk about the kind of program they have at Seton Hall.
Yeah, they have a great program. It's very backed by the school, and I think that's what I'm looking for. We have great practice facilities. We have a little golf room that we could play in the winter, hit balls into a net. So that's a big thing. They have a little putting green, and I think that'll help me be able to practice a lot more. And I think that the good thing for me is they have they back the academics very well. And I think for me, that'll be definitely, with being on the road and everything, I'll be able to keep up my grades as well.
Now you play at is Panther Valley your home course now?
Yes, Panther Valley is my home course.
Talk about playing out of there and what's it doing for you?
Yeah, I think it's a good course to play out of. I mean, there's a few good guys. I mean, Pat Wilson, Corey Wilson, and myself are, I think, pretty good players in the state. And to be able to have a course that kind of challenges us a little bit definitely helps. And I think Panther Valley does that.
I know people probably ask us about turning pro someday and
Yeah.
making a living doing this. Did you ever think about that?
Yeah, probably too much. I think one of my flaws is I probably look into the future too much. But I mean, you never really know what's going to happen. I still have 2 years left of school, so you never really know how good you're going to get. I mean, if I get really good, there's definitely a chance that I can make it on the pro tour. Whatever tour it is. I got to work my way up, but it's not going to be easy. I'm going to have to take take a lot of time for my game, and I'm gonna have to work really hard at it. But I think if I do that and I really get good, there's definitely a good chance I could do that.